Hey everybody, it's Spooky. Thanks for taking the time to check out another Mei build. During this video, I talk about all the abilities and powers that I select, why I choose them, and I give you a live commentary as I play about how I use them. If you are just interested in the build, I've put a detailed list for you to use to replicate this build in the description. It would mean a lot to me if you could like the video, and if you ever want to come say hi, I'm streaming here on YouTube and on Twitch most days in the evenings. Anyways, enjoy the video. All right, everybody, welcome to our second Mei build that we have been refining here. We're calling it the Firehose method, so we're of course wearing the firefighter skin from Mei. What this build focuses on is getting collateral damage, feeding armor back into our health pool, and pressuring tanks to make sure they can't do anything. This build is actually pretty strong, and it's also very versatile. So it's a build that you can use across many different types of playstyles. There's a few tanks it works very specifically well against, Junker Queen being one of the best. And considering Junker Queen is one of the most played tanks in this mode right now, it's very good if you're getting tired of JQs kind of doing whatever they want. It's very good at pressuring them. It's really good. It's especially good against teams that play more stacked. If they're spread out more, this build isn't that great against it. But you can still focus down on tanks and make sure that they're not able to do anything. It's also pretty good against Rein, so we unfortunately have a Rein on the other team for this recording. So hopefully you can see what's going to be going on here. I'll be talking about the like all the decisions that we're making for our abilities, how we're playing, how we're changing as things go. But we have kind of a good guideline. I have a whole list for you to look at. We'll post that up on the video in the description, so you guys can check that out if you're just interested in what builds we're going to be doing. So we're going to start out with the Extendo Thermix. It's going to extend our primary range. This means we can contest tanks from farther away without having to put ourselves in danger. I like to get the Compensator, the Plasma Converter, and the Ammo Reserves to start out here. Gives us a little bit extra damage, a little bit of lifesteal to give us sustain, and then the added ammo makes sure that we can pressure the tank for longer. You can get other ones of these. The commons aren't super important. These are just the ones I choose, so feel free to do that. For this build, I choose these three specifically, just to give us the best chance of being able to do what we're trying to do, right? Now, it is important that if you're doing this build, you play the build to its strengths as we go on, and we'll be talking about that. All right, so let's get ready for this first round. We got Junker Queen. We're heading into a match against Reinhardt, Ashe, Genji, Ana, Moira. So let's get started here. So looking for the Reinhardt. The nice thing about this build is that it's pretty straightforward. You don't really have to think too much about it. A lot of it's just pressuring the tank to make sure they're constantly slowed down or receiving the debuffs that you'll be getting on this build. So I'm going to play this nice and safe. Remember, we have Extendo. Oh, might be able to get him actually a little bit stuck in the wall. Okay, so we're going to back up here a little bit. Playing our distance. We don't have to get in the Rein's face. Our goal is to keep a distance and keep him pressured and slowed down the entire time. Once he's gone, now with the Genji. And again, distance is what we have to our advantage with this build. So we really want to play that max distance as much as we can, because that's going to make sure that we're out of harm's way as much as possible. All right, so good first fight here. Rein goes down. We force out that shield basically the entire time. Remember, if we're shooting the shield, he's being forced to hold it up unless he wants to receive that that slow debuff, right? So you can see on his feet it's turning purple every time we hit him with the primary fire. That's the standard debuff that comes from shooting with primary fire. And this is basically how we're going to be playing this match the entire time. The other build I made, which was the Unkillable build, it kind of, your playstyle changes as you go, but this one, it's really straightforward and it's really easy, which is what I love about it. It's so simple. Like anybody can do it. All it takes is knowing your positioning and then knowing where the tank is and pressuring the tank. That's like literally it. That's all you need to do for round 1 all the way to round 7, man. That's all you need to do to get value with this build. So we're gonna let him do this. We're gonna block him, and then of course we're gonna finish up with round 1. Really hoping this will go all the way to round 7. At the very least, this will go to round 5, or else I won't post this video. So just so we can at least talk a little bit about it, and I'll explain as we go. Round 2, we're looking at our build. All right, we got to get some new abilities here. Now, I always recommend filling up all your slots before you start upgrading. The reason is the commons are a bigger bang for your buck than the rares. The rares are a bigger bang for your buck typically, than the epics. So a general rule of thumb, again, this can change certain situations where, you know, it might be better to upgrade before filling them up. General rule of thumb, make sure you have 6 before you upgrade. So what I like to do, I like to keep a list of things that I want to make sure I can get before I start upgrading. So we still have room for weapon grease. We still have room for frenzy amplifier. Both these will help us with what we're trying to do, right? Extra attack speed means we'll have more DPS. The frenzy amplifier just means once we get in a limb, we get an additional 10% attack speed and move speed for 3 seconds, which helps us chase down targets. So these are all good. And then we have room for, there's no other of the commons that I want here, so I'm going to end up getting Technoleech. Sorry, I can't get Technoleech, don't have the money, so I'm going to get Shield Buster. Shield Buster is really good for getting some added damage, and it's great for doing, if you see here, let me show you real quick, if it'll let me do it. It basically is just better at destroying shields, so you'll be able to get that. So let's get into the fight here. Round 2, and again, we're just going to be doing the same thing. Pressuring Rein, nice and easy. Using the Firehose comp. Sorry, build. Not comp, build. Alright. So I'll pressure him from distance in here, and then we're right onto it. Now, make sure when you're doing this, you're not exposing yourself. You still want to be playing corners. You don't just want to be walking out in the open, right? So we're still playing safe. Just because it's really simple doesn't mean you just get to walk out in the open and start pressuring Reinhardt. Play your corners, play safe, and just do literally just this. Live and pressure. The more you can slow down Reinhardt, the less value he gets because he's not able to walk onto targets. So that's literally this. Might look for a cheeky wall here. Maybe take him out. And he's gone. All right, we'll walk up here a little bit. Finish up the Ashe, maybe. There we go. Look for the Genji. Where's he going? There he is. He's one. Oh my god, he's one. Alright, I'm gonna rotate. I'm not gonna feed. Cool. Finish him up. There you go. Okay, Reinhardt's in. Again, just using our right click to pressure from a distance. Don't really need to... We still get our added damage from most of our abilities. So we're looking good. We'll block that. Block 2 ultimates, by the way. Big Rein uses charge, so we'll use our freeze. And we'll just wrap this thing up. Wrap this thing up. If I can kill him. Oh my dear god. Okay. And then we'll pressure. He's nanoed, so I want to make sure I keep... Oh my god, I'm dead. Nano fire strike, baby. Big rise. Like I was trying to say, when he's nanoed, pressuring him with your primary is even more important because that means he's not going to be able to walk on targets with his nano quite as easily. So you see that Reinhardt uses nano, lay on that primary if you can, and just slow him down as much as possible. Don't pressure the Ashe a little bit. We're going to back up here. Again, making sure we're aware of where... That's weird. Making sure we're aware of where our Junker Queen is so we can rotate with them. You still need the support of your team to be able to get this value. So again, the 2 big things for this build, positioning and focus. Those are the 2 things you need, positioning and focus. Position well so you don't die easily, and then focus too to make sure you're focusing the right targets to get the most value out of your primary fire, which most of the time is Reinhardt, the tank typically. We're gonna live here a second. Pressure the Moira. Went for a little wall, didn't hit it. Rein comes in, looking like he might have Shatter again. I don't have Cryo, so I can't block it. Can I live? No. All right, so that's 2 ults. Basically, we just get to walk on point, freeze them, and then win the round. So should be nice and easy. Now, I wouldn't mind if we lost the round because I would like to make sure we get to round 5 to talk about this. But, you know, I'm going to make sure I give my best each game. Don't want to throw any matches for content, right? We're not that kind of... So we're pressuring the Rein. Remember, still playing safe. Still playing safe. And then we drop this right here. Right on the payload. Force them to make decisions about what they're going to do. I'll shred the Bob to get him off so that OT starts triggering. There we go. We get a nice big freeze there. Nice juice or freeze. We're coming into round 3. If we lose some rounds, we'll be grateful. Again, we'll give him my all. So you guys might have saw that while we were playing that. Again, it's simple, dude. It's very easy on how you play it. It might not look glamorous. It might not look like I'm popping off, but we're getting value the entire round by pressuring the Reinhardt, making sure he can't walk on any targets. And that's kind of what the Firehose is for. Whether you're doing Reinhardt, if you're doing Junker Queen, if you're doing even sometimes Orisa or Zarya. These are all tanks that you can pressure to make sure that they're not able to walk on their targets easily, so they don't get value. That's kind of what you do as Mei, is you prevent tanks from getting value, either with your wall, with your primary fire, with your freeze, especially in this comp, right? All right, so round 3, we're going to be equipping Frost Armor. This gives us armor equal to 5% of the primary fire damage you deal. So this only gives you armor when you're using your primary fire, your fire hose, if you will. Up to 100 until the end of the round. Doesn't seem great, but I'm telling you, this thing saves your butt. Armor gives you damage reduction, and you have to destroy all the armor before you get to the health. So as long as you're constantly self-healing yourself, you always have armor reduction, and it's really good when you can use it appropriately. All right, so we got some money. We're going to be selling some stuff. I'm probably going to get rid of the Frenzy Amplifier, the Weapon Grease. We're going to be getting Technoleech to give us some self-heal. We're going to be giving us Vitality to give us an additional 100 armor here. And then we can probably sell one more and get... we got to grab something here quick. Let's just grab this. Did I grab it? Don't know if I grabbed it. Nope, I missed it. Anyways, we were going to grab another epic. I just ran out of time. So we'll grab it on the next round. No big deal. All right, let's play it. Again, same thing. Same thing. We got a little bit of upgrades. We have armor now. We have more survivability. And if you guys keep an eye on when we're playing, at the bottom left at our health bar, you'll see that our armor continuously regenerates as long as we're doing damage to a hero. So it doesn't work on shields, but you'll see our health is going up from lifesteal, and it's going up from the power that we have, the frost armor. These are good things. So again, just keep it nice and easy. Wall this out. Focus the Reinhardt possibly. Again, I'm going to keep creating space, slowing him down so he can't catch up. And we're just keep this primary fire. Remember, the moment we stop firing and hitting in things, we're no longer getting self-heal. We're no longer getting armor. So whenever we can, we're trying to just primary fire as much as possible. If we can't primary fire, we're just going to secondary fire to try to get some picks. So like this. Back up a little bit. Wall this out. Reinhardt's probably got Shatter soon. But again, it's pressuring him out. There's that. I think we live, though. Okay, fight's kind of all over the place, so I'm just going to try to live now. We'll wall this out to help our tank. Ooh, I'm cooked. Cool. I actually really like that Reinhardt perk, the shield while you're charging. It's actually really... When you have a Rein v Rein tool, it's actually really useful. Okay. So they'll get this round, which, again, fine with me. Gives us a chance to talk about some more of the perks that we're going to be doing. And how we honestly don't change our playstyle at all. This is why I kind of love it, dude. You go one playstyle, you get the right perks, and you'll get value. Just throughout the entire game, you'll get value. So, all right, going into the next round. I meant to get the Icy Coolant, but I definitely recommend getting Talon modification module before, if you can. Remember, this is all changing by how much money we have. So you'll notice in the description of this video, I have a list of things that you can get. They are in order of importance. If you can get them, great. If you cannot get them, get the next one down that you can get. And just kind of switch them out as you can. Things will be weird depending on how much money you get. So don't be afraid if you can't follow it exactly. That's not how it's meant to be used. It's meant to just give you some perks that work well together for this kind of build. All right. So we still have some money. We're going to switch out another common for an epic. And we can probably do... We got Shield Buster. We could do Icy Coolants. If we want, we could invest in the Weapon Jammer if we sell two. But just for the sake of this, we're going to keep this. We're going to get Icy Coolant just to get some added weapon damage. And cooldown on our Cryo. Going to the next round. We're looking pretty good. We got all our perks. We got 6 slots all filled up, looking nice. Frost armor, extendo on. Okay, here we go. And remember, pressuring the Reinhardt is the name of the game. The nice thing is, usually people play behind Reinhardt, so anytime he drops his shield, you're going to be getting collateral damage on multiple targets. So it's a really easy way to farm up your ultimate really quick, get a lot of value. So remember, we're playing safe. We're playing safe. Just pressuring this corner. Keep it together. Even though we lose people, we keep it together. We keep it smart. So we get a res. Keep playing back. Keep playing back. We see this Genji, and I might be able to kill him, actually. Almost get that. Reinhardt's in. I pressure this. We're going to look for a wall since he's already low. Get in there. He's low. Again, our big concern here, we can pressure as much as we want, but we want to make sure we live, right? So we see this go in. See them playing in here. Our JQ follows up. This is a great spot for this. Great spot for this. Ana goes down. We already got our ult. We get the Rein. Possibly. Ooh, force out the shatter. He misses. Maybe get the Moira. Ooh, buddy, we're flying now. I might die here. I think we win this fight. Just kidding, we win. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, was an old-fashioned carry. that was an old-fashioned get in the backpack and let's go, you know. Okay, so same thing though. You can see we were playing safe the whole time. We were playing for our life, right? We weren't getting overly aggressive. We were playing to our strengths, which is distance, right? It's distance and the value we get from collateral with our primary and the slows. Slow. So he flies out there. I'm gonna wall this, see if we can focus a little bit. The fight's all over the place. So we're gonna try what we can. I think we go down though, yeah. What do we got? JQ ult, which is really good. They have no cleanse, which will be looking pretty good. We have 83 to freeze. We just got to make sure we touch. Touching is kind of the big deal here. I don't know if Soldier can get it. I can try to get it. No, I don't. Yeah, I can't. I don't think anybody's touching this. So we tried our best. All right, 2-2. This is going into some extra rounds, baby. Which is great. Again, we get to talk about the later game parts of this, which are important. This build gets stronger as it goes on, even in relation to the other tanks. Honestly, round 6, 7, it's in my opinion kind of a free win if you can make it to there with this build. It gets so much value. You get a lot of survivability. Don't want to call it a free win, but it's better. I've noticed anytime we get into the later games, we become more of a carry for sure as we're playing. So we're going to this next one. Now we're going to start to invest a little bit in our freeze, right? We're building freeze really quickly, so we want to get avalanche. Pretty good power that slows people by 25% if they're within 20 meters of the freeze. Again, this is great for Reinhardt, so if you drop it on Rein, basically impossible for him to get out if he doesn't have something to negate the slow. Then we're going to start upgrading our abilities. This means we can get our first epic. So we're going to sell our last common. And then the first epic I always recommend is Weapon Jammer. This is like a 4-part awesome perk that you can get 25 extra armor, which is great, right? We're stacking up our armor now. 10% weapon power, and then dealing weapon damage negates 10% of the target's bonus attack speed. And then it increases our attack speed by 10% for 2 seconds for both of us. So it's like a 4-part, really good value. For only 10,000, this is a really good. I always recommend getting this regardless of what tank you're playing against. In this build, I recommend Weapon Jammer. So we got 5k left. That means we can sell probably Icy Coolant, and I can get Codebreaker. Now, Codebreaker, actually, no, I'm going to get Phantasmic Flux. Phantasmic Flux is another one I want to talk about as we're getting ready for this, because it gives you more weapon power, gives you more weapon lifesteal, and then more ability power and ability lifesteal. This means while you're using your freeze, you're getting lifesteal from your primary, you're getting lifesteal from your ultimate while you're fighting in the freeze. So really good for sustainability, and it gives you more weapon damage and ability damage too. Really good stuff. All right, so nice and even. Our Soldier goes down immediately. Nothing we can do about that. Maybe play for the res. We'll take the Moira out real quick. Again, just pressuring the Reinhardt. Maybe go for the Genji because he's not with his Rein. We just live here. Look for the wall. Don't get that one. Okay, my cat's climbing on my desk. So that might be an obstacle I got to fight here in a sec. Look for the Ana. Again, we can right click. We got good damage even with our secondary, so we can look for these headshots while we're waiting for another chance to pressure the Reinhardt. There we go. Pressure this for a little bit. Looking for this crit shots. We help our JQ by doing a wall here. Might even be able to get this Ana. Nah, Shatter comes out. I saw that comment too. So this is a good push. Yeah, it's going to be hard to react to that. Unfortunately, I'm 30 years old, so my reaction time's not as quick as it used to be. Okay, so we lose that fight. We bring it back here. Almost got freeze, though. Just great. We already get value on that. So we look for the Rein. Get the wall. Again, pressure. Careful. Don't walk into him. He's got that hammer. He can do damage very quickly. So again, even if he's stuck in the wall, just help out. Pressure him. Make sure he can't move or drop his shield. Okay, if we see him use the charge here, we're going to do freeze because he doesn't have an escape ability. So let's see if he pushes in. If he pushes in, then we can freeze for free. I'm actually going to drop it now. Oh, almost got it. Force out the Bob. I think we'll go down quick here. In the Shatter, which is no big deal. We got 55 seconds left. We can swing this probably back. That was their Bob, their Shatter. Okay, let's look for some headshots. In the meantime, while we're waiting, that Ashe looks mighty low. I'm looking at the Ana in the back, man. She's just chilling there. Our soldier's dying a lot. Our soldier is dying quite a bit, man. Okay, he might be close to another Shatter. He's been getting a lot of charge. Even though he just used it, Reinhardt can build that Shatter up quick. Okay, we're going to live. Nice. 2 picks there. Try to help with the Rein. Oh, no. I got on the wrong side of the wall. I'm not on the bot. I don't want to say that our soldier's dying is kind of killing the game right now, but he's got 5 deaths, man. Either way, we're going to be posting this as a winner or loss either way, because we're going to talk. When I tell you, man, this build, it works a lot. It works a lot. And you can probably already see it as we're playing. How much damage we're getting, how much value we're getting, how much ult charge we're getting. But just like doing 2 things, man, I'm telling you, it's just consistent value. So it definitely tips the odds in your favor. All right, so we're going into the next round, round 6. And again, we're just going to be going through these and upgrading things down our list. Again, that's in the description of this video. On things that we might want to use. So we want to keep our damage here that we can. Technoleech, I usually try to get rid of last. We'll probably try to do... We're probably going to get rid of Shield Buster. And I want to upgrade to Salvaged Slugs. This is increased damage to barriers. And you get more attack speed as well. So it's pretty good, especially if they're holding shield a lot, which Reinhardt is. Using shield quite a bit. So we're going to upgrade that. And then we can upgrade one more. I'm probably going to do... Yeah, let's do Talon Modification Bundle. And we're going to get... Oh, shit. Maybe not. Okay, we're going to wait on that. We have enough to get another one, but I want to keep that. We don't have enough for Eye of the Spider. That's kind of the last one we were going to get. So we're going to wait on that one. All right, let's tie this up. Let's tie this up. So now we got extra damage. We got extra lifesteal. We got armor that's being fed. We just got to hope our soldier doesn't die in the first 2 seconds. And I honestly think we'll be fine. Okay, so they're dropping. They're going for the bounce pad. Actually, really smart there. I like that play. Good pick, good pick. Okay, pressuring the Reinhardt. If he wants to play down here, that's fine. Okay, and you can already see if you look at our health bar right now, we're getting a lot of extra armor, a lot of health right now just from playing this. Again, just shooting, busting up the shields as much as we can. I'll take a random pick as well. That's great. Huge. All right, we get the first point. Looking good. Wondrous things can happen when your team just doesn't die like in the first 5 seconds. You know. Okay, that's not good. Speaking of dying in the first 5 seconds, let's back up. We're not really going to be taking this fight without our JQ. So maybe we can bait the Rein a little bit to play back, and then by the time the JQ gets back, we'll be ready to take the fight. There you go. There you go. So I'm playing out here now. Almost got my freeze. Oh, go down too quick. All right, that's fine. They get the nano out here just to cap this. We play back a little bit. And we should have a decent fight here, possibly. And there goes our soldier. Rein's low, though. Rein's low, man. Ooh. We got anything to combo with this? No, we're going to wait till this opens up. All right. Maybe bait somebody out here. Yep, there you go. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. If he backs up. No, okay. There goes our soldier again. Don't know if I can get the Rein with this. Yeah, this fight's all over the place. I go down. I think this might be game 2 down. Don't know if I can touch that. Maybe Soldier can touch it. Nah, he's cooked. That's gonna be game. Yeah, that's gonna be game. Not a bad shot though. You know, oh man, that Soldier left so quick. That Soldier left so quick, man. All right, we'll take MVP. Not a dub, and they can't all be dubs, but I do want to highlight, I do want to talk about how much value that we get during that. But this is super good. I'd probably say the best thing that this is for is countering Junker Queen. You can run it with Rein. Honestly, there's another build. It's like the ball build, Unkillable, which I think is a little bit better than that against Reinhardt. You can also run this against Rein, but it's fantastic against Junker Queen. And we're calling it the Firehose build, if you will. I think it's really, really good. So if you want to check out the details of the build, again, below in the description. Really good. Try it out. Let me know how it works for you. It's really great for just a simple way. If you're not wanting to like think too much and you just want to get good, consistent value, this is the build for you against more static tanks. It's really, really good. So you'll enjoy it.